Well, hello and welcome to our course on computer architecture and design. This is actually a very fun course for me to get a chance to be sharing with you. It's the fifth year that I've been around doing this material. And so each time that I do it, I get more enthused with the type of things that we can be talking about. I wanted to give you a little bit of a video introduction to help give you some context to see if that might be helpful for you as we go forward. And so, first of all, we will be talking about both of these things, computer architecture, talking about computer design, so architecture and organization. And we'll do a little bit of a history of looking at how that was back in the very beginning. It's hard to believe that the term computer, at one time that referred to a person that computes. And then as IBM 370 had their early mainframe computers, it gradually went from being a person to being actually a machine. And that's what we pick up. We're going to be talking about a lot of things that are going to be centered around something called the von Neumann architecture, where you have a CPU, you have the memory, and then you have the input and output. Those are the three basic things that are part of the von Neumann architecture. But there's a lot more to that. The way how computing has been developed on multiple fronts, there's been optimization and ways that they found that it really improves performance in ways that may not be intuitive. If you've ever heard of the terms like buffering or cache or prefetch, those are things that we'll get a chance to see and see how that starts to make sense. We'll also be looking at two major architectures, the x86 architecture that Intel developed. Also, AMD has been part of implementing that type of an architecture. And we'll also look at something called the ARM architecture. A lot of manufacturers, including Apple, have moved in the direction of having an ARM-based system where Apple calls it Apple Silicon. If you were to get a Surface, a Microsoft Surface, you can actually get a Qualcomm processor that's based on ARM, but it still has that same type of general architecture for those things. So everything about computers can be boiled down to digital logic, and we'll get a chance to be thinking about that and practicing that. We'll be looking a little bit at assembly language, and so some of you that may be new for you, and so we'll have some project work. We'll get a chance to just see what it's like to actually program computers at that lower level. And finally, we'll get a chance to look at cyber physical systems using something called an Arduino. So it's a nice way to complement the things that we're learning in our textbook and also get the chance to have some hands-on in a couple different areas. So I look forward to sharing this journey with you. Take care. Bye-bye.